Now, if you've looked into bookkeeping software, you already know the big three: Xero, QuickBooks, and Zoho Books. I've used all three of them before, and I'll share what they get right, what could be improved, and which one might actually be worth your time. And if at any point while watching you decide to try any of them out, I put some links in the description below, or you can just scan the QR code to get them at the best price available anywhere. Now let's start with Xero, because one of the things people really like about it is how solid it is when it comes to working in real time with your team or even your accountant. You don't have to keep passing files back and forth or waiting for someone else to update numbers. Everyone can see the same stuff as it happens, which makes life way easier if you're not doing this alone. It's also got a huge integration marketplace, so whatever tools you're already using, payment processors, payroll, inventory, there's a good chance Xero will slot right in. The bank reconciliation is smooth too, so you're not fighting with mismatched transactions every month. Another thing people point out with Xero is that it works really well if you're running a business that needs to manage multiple currencies. A lot of platforms kind of struggle with that because Xero makes it easier if you're invoicing clients or suppliers overseas. That can be a big deal if you're not just sticking to one local market. Of course, like I said, it's not the cheapest option, and if you're someone who likes to fine-tune everything down to the smallest detail, you might feel a bit boxed in. But for day-to-day bookkeeping that keeps everyone on the same page, Xero holds up really well. Now, QuickBooks is probably the one everyone's heard of, and for good reason. It's been around forever and it's packed with features. You've got invoicing, expense tracking, inventory, payroll, tax help, all of it. And the reporting is a beast. Like, you can see every little detail about your business if that's your thing. But here's the catch. It's not the easiest to learn. If you're new, the learning curve is kind of steep and customer support can be hit or miss. Another thing, it's very US focused. So if you're outside the States, some features might just sit there doing nothing for you. But if you want something powerful and don't mind a bit of a learning curve, QuickBooks gets the job done. What makes QuickBooks stand out even more is how complete the ecosystem feels once you get used to it. You can do almost everything inside the platform without needing as many add-ons as you might need with something like Xero or Zoho. It's also been around so long that a ton of accountants and bookkeepers already know it inside out. So if you ever bring in outside help, chances are they'll be super comfortable working in QuickBooks. The trade-off is that the price can climb quickly if you need more advanced features or add payroll. So it's not always the friendliest for very small businesses. But once you've learned the ropes, it can be the one-stop shop that handles nearly everything financially. And then there's Zoho Books. This one flies under the radar compared to the others, but it's definitely worth looking at. It covers the basics like invoicing, expenses, and project billing. And it even throws in nice automations, like automatic sending out payment reminders or recurring invoices. It's also cheaper than the other two, which is always nice. The mobile app's actually pretty good too, so if you're the type to handle stuff on your phone, you'll like that. Where it falls short is integrations. It doesn't connect to as many third-party apps, and the interface isn't quite as polished. Customer support could be a bit more responsive, but if you're already using the other Zoho tools or just want something affordable that does what you need, then it can be a good option for you as well. Something else that makes Zoho Books interesting is how much you get at the lower price point compared to the others. For small businesses or freelancers, you're not stuck paying a premium to get access to basics like project tracking or automation, which can feel like a lifesaver when you're running on a budget. And if you already use Zoho CRM or any of the other apps in their suite, everything ties together really neatly, which saves you from bouncing between platforms. The flip side is if you're not in that ecosystem, it doesn't feel quite as connected or powerful as the other two. But for the money, it delivers a lot of value. So to wrap this all up, Xero is the one that really shines if you care about working smoothly with your team and hooking up with all the other apps. QuickBooks is the heavy-duty option with every feature under the sun, but a steeper learning curve. And Zoho Books is the budget-friendly choice that covers the essentials and fits right in if you're in the Zoho world already. It really comes down to what you care about more: collaboration, features, or price. So if any of them sound like something you want to try out, then make sure to check out the links in the description below to get the best prices available anywhere. And before you go, I'm actually curious, out of these three, which one actually feels like it would fit your business best? Or have you already tried one and had a love or hate experience? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to hear your take on this.